I'm going to call the meeting to order. This is City of Twinsburg Architectural Review Board on September 1st, 2022. It is 6 o'clock. We'll start with the roll call of all members.
Mrs. Frazier?
Here.
Mr. Gillen?
Here.
Mr. Markovitz?
Here.
Mr. Midley?
Here.
Mr. Sharma?
Here.
Tonight we have 4 cases on the agenda. If there's someone here who'd like to speak who does not have a case on the agenda, this is the point in the meeting where you can speak. Okay, then we can start with the first case. That is case 220948. It is 10539 Ravenna Road, a residential demolition. All right, so you can approach up here at the podium and then describe your project.
Not sure what you're looking for, but we're tearing it. We want to tear it down, remove the drain and remove the septic tank, cap the well, and build a new single-family house on the property.
Okay, so you're the owner of the property?
Yes, I am.
Do you know how old the property is? It says 1955?
That's
right?
correct.
Okay. Do you know if anyone of historic significance built or owned that property?
Not that I know of.
Okay. It would have been nice to have submitted a photograph of the property.
Everybody in town has.
I've seen it,
You want it?
but you have one here?
Yes.
Okay, just to be official, you know, I hate to say we, okay to demolition.
Breaks out after this gets approved.
Yeah, I'll make a motion. So
Sure, yeah. So you do have a photograph. I saw the plot plan, I've seen the house, but to be official.
Okay.
Okay. Does anyone else want to see the photographs?
I live right by it. I'll make a
Yeah.
motion to approve as submitted. May I have a second? Thank you.
Who seconded?
I'll second.
Okay, and the property, you'll be at least filling in or be preparing for a new foundation? You don't want to leave a big hole sitting there for 2
Oh, it's not
years
going to
while
be
you
no hole
design?
there. It's not going to be a hole there.
You're going to fill it in, grade it out?
Yes. Well, not graded out this year. It's going to be filled in, but it won't be graded out until I get ready to start building.
Okay, so
Which
it'll at
will be
least
in
be filled in
spring.
and grass planted for the meantime? Something
I
like
can
that?
do that.
Okay,
I can do
That would be required anyway to do, so you would.
okay, right, yeah, because if you don't have something coming in immediately, then you need to fill and level and, okay. Just in case you don't
Already leveled,
build.
though, isn't it?
She means when you remove, like when you dig out the
Oh,
hole.
okay, yeah, we'll fill the hole in and throw grass seeds down.
Okay,
That's what you're talking about.
I know, but it's got to be a
See,
finished
why is that?
surface, safe surface.
To an extent, it has to be at least like straw to maintain for like stormwater runoff and stuff like that.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah,
I
as
can
long
do
as
that.
the
Yeah, we'll
surface
make
is
sure.
treated appropriately.
Yeah, Jason,
Does it have a basement in that house?
it does.
Like a full, like 8-foot basement or 7-foot?
Not sure how big it is. Well, it's as big as the house that's standing now.
Yeah.
The piece that fell down is not part of a basement.
So you tear it out, you haul all it away, and then you fill it in with some type of fill.
Correct.
Okay,
You don't take the foundations with that too, you don't have to, right?
You do remove the foundation, yes. Because since he's putting a house there, he would.
He's gonna.
Yeah, it's gonna have to come out. So
Okay, so you are gonna build on it, I missed.
Oh,
a little
correct.
bit of this.
Yes.
All right, you're good.
okay. A motion stands. Is there any further discussion?
No, I'm good.
Okay, then we'll call for a vote.
Mr. Sharma?
Yes.
Mr. Gillen?
Yes.
Mr. Markovitz?
Yes.
Mr. Midley?
Yes.
Mrs. Frazier?
Yes. Okay,
Good?
Yep. We'll get in contact with you for the permit and stuff like that.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you all.
Good luck with that house.
Thank you, good luck to you.
Okay, Bill.
Make sure you
If you
don't
have
get
any
the
issues, let's.
tetanus shots up there.
what's that?
Tetanus shots? But everybody who enters that house?
Okay, our second case is case 220312. It's a return case from, it looks like March. A revision at 8027B Darrow Road, Summit Sound.
So yeah, this is a resubmission. We have gotten into the project. It's all permitted. We're actually doing footers and block now, but with the construction costs the way they are, the client has had us go through some value engineering on some of the project just to get the cost back down to where they need to be. One of his ideas was to delete the 6 small or relatively small windows located near the eaves on the new addition, 3 on each side. The addition's in the rear of the property, kind of behind the adjacent strip building, so it's not very visible. So that was one option to kind of bring the cost back in line. So we've resubmitted new drawings, not showing the windows, and I see you have the ones that showed the windows.
We have both.
So-
it shows what's changing.
Yep, so that's kind of our request at this point.
Right. So you had an addition before that, a few
And-
years back, maybe?
That on that building?
Yeah.
I'm not sure when the addition was. If it was many years ago. I mean,
Okay.
judging by the demo we've done in the back of the building.
The same place you've been for years?
They have been there for years. They have.
I think I do remember something else they did.
So only proposed solution, changes you are advising it to 6 windows.
That's it. That's it.
How much money are you saving by going 6 windows?
About eight, 9 grand.
6 windows?
Yeah, for the storefront windows.
I've heard about it.
So he's to the point where they're pinching pennies wherever they can.
Yeah, the ones over the garage door always looked a little odd to me anyway. I won't miss those.
But it's nice to have it natural light.
It is nice to have natural light in the room. Right. Yeah, those 3 on the back, to me, I wouldn't miss. They looked a little odd in the first place. The ones on the side, I mean, can you see this side from the street well?
Yes. Because it's an empty, there's a big parking lot right next to it. And yes, you can't see it. And
So those 3 on the right,
The side facing the gas station?
It's both sides. So there's 3 on each side. One facing the plaza, one facing the gas station. So one's kind of tucked behind the cigar place from the road. I think the only side you'd be able to see slightly would be from the plaza side.
that would be the right side elevation.
Right side elevation, I believe so.
no, it would be left side.
The left side elevation faces the plaza?
Yes,
We
right?
don't have a plan here.
No, it's the right side elevation would be
Right side
facing
faces it?
that faces the plaza, correct.
Yeah, because the front is on the left here of this,
Correct, that's the subway.
yeah.
So it's on the gas station side.
So both the windows are actually shown on both sides. So there's 3 on each side,
Gotcha.
and then we would propose taking them all out, all of the ones up tall. Right now, all the windows they have in there are down low, kind of at door header height. Those are all existing.
That's their choice. Interior lighting instead of sunlight.
Yeah, it's all LED. It's high foot candles because they're working on vehicles, so LED high bay lighting in there. So the light's not as much of a concern for them.
I like the windows.
I'm okay with you taking them out first.
Both the front and the side for you?
I mean, it's, have you ever been there?
Yeah.
I mean, it's really hard to, I don't think anybody would ever notice.
It's tucked
Is there-
pretty far
I
back.
wish we had a site plan here. Do you have a planting bed, anything like that, or is it paved right up to the wall?
It's paved up to the wall on the what would be the left side elevation, and it's paved within 6 feet of the wall for the plaza elevation, the right side elevation. So there's pavement kind of both sides. So it was actually a parking lot that we put the building on, what was an existing parking lot.
I'd be fine with keeping the windows on the plaza side, but I can give up the windows on the other side.
So that would be the right side.
Yes,
Keeping.
whatever side is the plaza.
Right side is
Rid
the
of
plaza.
The left side, yeah.
Yes. So keeping the windows on the right, get rid of the left. I'm okay with that.
And you're okay with either?
Yeah, I see no reason, I mean, for the style of the building and I personally,
Just lots of blank space.
a lot going on that wall with the other stuff.
Yeah, this is-
Garage door.
This is the only addition. That's existing.
Right. So the new addition would have no windows.
Correct. So it would have the 3 large overhead doors and then the glass man doors.
Right. And down here. Someone's gonna make a motion, so we gotta say which motion we're making here.
Yeah, I'll second it, but I won't.
There's no motion yet. So how do you feel about windows?
I mean, I always like them, but I understand the situation there. I know that property too, so I don't think you're gonna really, no one's gonna go by and say, boy, they should have some windows on that building. That's how I look
It's
at
kind
it.
of our
set
thought.
back pretty good from the
Yeah.
street, too.
I'll make a motion to approve it as noted, which is without the windows.
That would be
I'll
as
second.
resubmitted.
Resubmitted, yes,
Yeah, yeah.
I missed that, so I'm catching up a little bit here on the last one. I do know that property there.
Yeah.
So you can add windows some other day.
Yeah.
They won't.
I know. Well, you might want to. You know. I would set it up for it.
We could.
Yeah,
We
I
could
would
frame,
set it up for
yeah,
it.
I mean, when
Yeah.
we were planning on it anyways, it's
Yeah.
the cost of the windows that we're trying to lose, so the framing is what it is.
It's all metal anyways, it'd be easy to read.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Just header it off and leave those in there in case they did.
Right, okay.
I feel like I'd like them on the plaza side, but I don't need them on the left side. That's my side on it. So David, we need a second? You seconded?
What was the first
Alright.
motion? What was the
We have-
exact word?
To approve it as
I like
noted,
the
but,
As
windows,
sub-
but I don't think
As
it's.
But
submitted
he
or
means as
just-
submitted,
yeah, submitted.
right?
Yes.
You're saying approve it as submitted. You're saying delete all 6.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was your second?
I second.
Interpreted,
Yes.
okay. Okay, then we will call for a vote on that?
Mr. Midley,
Yes.
Mr. Gillen,
Yes.
Mr. Markovitz,
Yes.
Mr. Sharma,
No.
Mrs. Frazier.
No. I would have kept the 3 on the right side. But you passed as you can remove all 6.
Gotcha. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we probably should have put that in, that if they changed their mind, we could have added the 3. Didn't think about that.
He's
For
trying to-
windows,
I know.
But I meant like he wouldn't have to come back if he had the option.
In the grand scheme of a project, if you're building something like that, it's, 300, no more than that, $500,000. It's $9,000 for the
Yeah,
windows.
I know.
4,500. It's not even 1% of the cost.
That's what they're getting, $9,000, that's a lot
I know.
of money. And you're allowed to vote no, and that's the other
Yeah.
thing. So it's good that
Okay.
you stick to your guns.
All right, so our next case, where did my agenda go? I moved too many papers around. Okay, yours for a second.
Yeah.
Thanks.
you're
I'll
fine.
find it here. Okay, our next case is case 220631, also a return case at 3503 Cannon Road. It's a new home build.
That's on the lot on top of the hill, almost 2/3 of the way up it.
Yep,
On the right-hand side.
right on that sketchy curve, yep.
If you're heading north, it's on the right-hand side.
Yep.
I looked at that lot, I did inquire on it.
It's a beautiful lot.
Yeah, this is a nice lot.
So what kind of revisions are you proposing?
Okay, so the owners live in Washington State. They own property out there. They're selling that to pay for this build. They're not getting the value they were hoping out of that property. It's in the middle of nowhere on a mountain with lots of wildlife. It's stunningly beautiful, but apparently nobody wants to live there. So they asked us to make some significant cost reductions to this plan. The things that affected the appearance of the home, we removed the workshop garage that used to be, it was offset from the regular garage, and then we took roughly 10 feet off the rear porch.
Do we have the old plans that
No.
were submitted?
We don't have them here.
I can get them if you want them.
Do you want them, or you just want to look at what's here?
I guess we can, if it's a new addition, we can just look at the new one.
So I remember having them, if I believe right, had a window in front of the closet in bedroom 2.
Yeah, we did that.
I remember doing that. I see that's there. I see you made it a tall one, the same dimensions as the pair in the front of the same bedroom. So it's a 2660,
Yeah.
2660, yeah.
Yeah, just to carry the front windows all the way around.
Right, and that's fine in that room. That'll feel nice. I would put the grid back into that window because when you're in that room, you know, the ones on one wall will have the grids and then the one on the other wall won't.
So we'll have to do that to the bottom as well. Because there's
Yes.
one in the lower.
Right, there's one below it too.
And the one on the right.
And yeah.
There's 3 windows on that wall.
So you had buttons in some of
Well-
them, but not all the windows?
I see
Just
that they're
the front.
not in the back. It seems like, yeah, they were just in the front. I don't know, I mean, that's in the same bedroom, so I guess I would make it optional. They could decide what they want to do, but that's something I just noticed, that it's the same room, and you have one, you know, with grid and one
Right.
without in the same room. It's a little odd, but from the exterior, it wouldn't bother me if only that one had the grid in it, because that's at grade, and the other one's below grade, and it's the same proportion window. Do you know what I mean? It's the same size.
Right.
So, I don't know. I would consider that, but. Now your left elevation is really long without fenestration, any interruption in it.
We looked at adding a window, but it would have to go in the walk-in closet or the laundry, which takes a pretty significant chunk of shelves away.
Yeah, I would add an egress door and man door to the garage, probably about the same distance from the front corner. Do you know what I mean? To the left, so you'd have about the same amount of siding on both sides of the garage, and probably like a carriage light or some sort of lighting.
Coach
by the
light,
garage.
yeah.
A coach light, yeah. Something like that would help in the front. So I think you need to do something up that way. Otherwise, I mean, how long is this wall? That's 20, 40, 60. I mean, it says on the plan, I'm sure. But that's a very long wall. It's a 70-foot long wall. And it's uninterrupted for like 40 feet. That's in Hudson, for example, I think they have 12 feet is the amount that you're allowed.
That is correct.
With maximum, between fenestration, so, I mean, that's a really long expanse. We don't have anything that strictly says what our limit is, we just look at each case individually. I would recommend a small window in the walk-in closet, probably about the size, that 2'6"
Can it be a
window.
transom window, so it's at least
Oh, yeah.
above the shelf?
I like that idea of window in
Do
there.
we see that often?
The transom, yeah. I mean, I think it would look nice if it was the 2'6", because that was the same as the other one on the same wall.
Yeah.
But again, we're losing
Right.
shelf, we're taking out a 4-foot chunk of
losing-
shelf right there then.
But you're not taking out entirely. You're taking out that size. You can still put shelves underneath. You can still put a shelf above the window. I've done a lot of closets. I'm doing 2 major closet things in Shaker Heights right now. And we've worked some really cool things. And you can put a window seat in. You can get a lot of nice character and make that closet feel special by adding a window to it.
And the seat can open up for storage.
You can do the seat that opens up, and now it's a big dump bin for all the random big things that go in, that don't go into, I don't know. I'm just saying that I think that adding another feature on that wall partway down would be good, because that's a really long blank expanse.
So were you recommending a door and a window?
Yeah. Yep, a door to the garage, about the same distance off the corner. That'll help reduce that expanse. And then a window in the walk-in closet. You can choose transom or that 2646. I think the 2646 would look better. But if it's crucial to have the closet rod there, the transom would work, I guess. Oh, I don't know. Any other? I also looked at the right. I mean, I don't know what you're doing in the hallway near the bedroom 2 and the bedroom 3 and the bathroom. The section of hallway that's about a little over 6 feet wide.
They asked me not to do anything there.
Okay. if that was to be a little pocket office or something, a window would go really nicely there. And it
We
would look good.
proposed the sewing, she wanted a sewing room, and we proposed it there. She said no.
Okay,
The homeowner intends to build some bookcases, or,
build something.
yeah, he's
there.
going to do his own built-ins.
Okay. Yeah, that was the other location I thought a window could be helpful on the elevation, but not crucial. So,
So we just doing the transom then, in the closet, and the man door, right?
I'd let,
Garage.
I'd add the man door and then add a window in the closet. They can choose.
Can the window be in the
26
laundry?
Yeah, I guess so.
Just so I can give the homeowners an option.
Yeah,
I'd be okay with it.
yeah.
Because we might be able to get a larger window over the washer dryer.
Yeah.
It's less likely to put a
And then make
shelf.
for a nice laundry room, so, yeah. I think, okay,
Yeah, sure.
yeah, that's fine.
And the carriage lights or lights on the
Yeah, that would be
garage
required.
side.
We'll put one on each side of the door to balance it.
Yeah, that'll
Yeah.
help a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. So your man door, it doesn't have a window in it, right? It's a solid man door, 6 panel.
We
Their
can,
choice,
Your
yeah.
choice.
yeah.
They'll have to pick a door, yeah.
They'll let them pick a door.
Are we enforcing it or are we suggesting the door?
It's just a recommendation.
I would put it on because that's a really
Yeah.
long wall, and that's an abnormally long
Yeah.
wall.
Yeah, I'd say the door and the window would be.
Yeah, and they don't have one on it at all yet, so.
It's nice to have a window in your garage.
All right, so I'll make a motion to approve it as noted.
You want me to read the noting?
Yeah, go ahead and read it back.
Add door to garage, same distance from corners, and add light near the door. Option for a window in the closet or or laundry room, choice of style to be determined by homeowner.
Okay.
I'll second it.
Mrs. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Sharma?
Yes.
Mr. Gillen?
Yes.
Mr. Markovitz?
Yes.
Mr. Midway?
Yes.
Okay. sounds
Thank you.
good. Thank you.
Y'all have a great night.
Okay. Our last case is case 220206. It's also a return case, revision from approximately February at 8275 Darrow Road.
Good evening. Matt Nolan with Funnel Hill Development and Pet Suites there on Darrow Road.
What kind of changes are you proposing?
So there's a couple different pieces. We're actually adding to the front. There's new construction people at Pet Suites and they want a little more character to their buildings. So they're adding another awning to the front to give it a little more character, visibility. And then in the back, we're taking out what they call guillotine doors. You can't actually see them, so they don't really change anything that anybody can see. There's the fence around it. This Pet Suites is based in San Diego. They're architects in Phoenix. Sounded like a good idea until they put them in Chicago and realized weather and guillotine doors don't go along real well. So we were trying to tell them this early on, but the snow, the cold coming through those have caused lots of problems in their Chicago facilities. So they're asking us to try to remove them from our northern facilities. Again, it's not a visual thing. Nobody would have been able to see them anyways because of the way the fence is. And as you guys likely know, the back of that site, you can't see at all from the road or anywhere else for that matter. So really the visual change is adding the awning to the front and then removing the guillotine doors from the back and I believe one window along with that. So
And then you're removing the awnings above each of the overhead doors.
the overhead in the back, right? And again, all those removals are in the back where you can't see it from anywhere, but adding to the visual part where you can see it.
And you removed one window. in
I
the
believe, is
drive-
that on the
South elevation?
south elevation? Okay, I'm
Right.
sorry about this.
Yep. So, I think the addition of the canopy on the front is nice because you had canopy over each of your large openings except that one
Except
window,
that one.
which was a little odd.
I think
but-
everybody looked at it and thought the same thing. Yeah.
Okay, so I think that that's a good move. Removing the canopies on the back, I mean, we lose the little bit of green color and character, but it's not super visible. On the side, removing the canopy area doesn't bother me, that was in that fenced-in area. So, Yeah, the only thing I miss a little bit, and the window doesn't bother me either. The only thing I miss a little bit is the canopies over the overhead doors. I thought they gave them some character, brought them, made it look a little more friendly, residential, a little less commercial,
Sure.
warehouse looking.
Right.
It kind of brought it a little more family oriented. Warmed it up. Thank you. That's a nice way to say it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that's good.
I worry a little because we had those little pops of green. Your color palette is very monotonous. They're almost the exact same color. Actually, two of them are the same color in two different finishes, and one is just a step. I worry it's gonna look a little bit like a concrete box without adding these back on, so, yeah.
Yeah, my only point was nobody's gonna be able to see that color anyway. There's no side roads. The only visibility is off Darrow, and they're behind there where you can't get to it. Even the parking's not there, so the dogs would be the only ones that would see the color pops. So.
Okay.
They might get upset.
Well, they're colorblind like me, so.
All right.
All right, well, I'll make a motion to go ahead and approve it as submitted. I'm okay with everything there.
I'll second it.
Any further discussion? Okay. Call for a vote?
Mr. Markovitz?
Yes?
Mr. Sharma?
Yes.
Mr. Gillen?
Yes.
Mr. Midlick?
Yes.
Mrs. Frazier?
Yes.
Thank you all, I really appreciate
All right,
it.
take care.
I bring my kids to meetings occasionally, and they never sit quietly, so. Impressive, whoever's kids they are.
Thank you.
They're paid actors.
Model citizens. They attend meetings, they don't
They
say
get-
anything.
They get a pizza when they're done. They get
Yeah,
paid.
juice tax.
Oh, she asked for a juice box?
Well, she had her brother open it for her.
Got it. She has trouble with the straw.
That's okay.
Yeah.
She was only two.
Personally, I wouldn't. They're bringing my kids to the meeting.
Yeah, my kids were fine.
I could see Phil
Yeah.
jumping over
My kids.
counter over there. Let me open the juice box for you.
So we had the meeting minutes from August 18th to look at. I had one comment. It was on case 220737, the return from Dayflower Drive, and it was on the fourth note of the motion. It said, move the light over the door, and I think it's supposed to read, move the light over along with the door. We were intending to shift both of them over, not to move the light above the door. And so I just thought that needed a little clarity. When it says move the light over the door, it almost sounds like it means above the door.
Okay.
And we were saying move the light over along with the door when the door moved over. So that was my only comment. Any other comments?
No, I didn't catch it, no.
I'll make a motion to approve with those changes.
With what?
I'll second.
I didn't know what you said, I'm sorry.
Motion to approve the minutes with proposed changes, whatever Jen
The
said.
phrase, the words along with should be inserted between over and the. So it says move the light over along with the door. Otherwise, it could be interpreted move the light above the door, over, Okay.
Mr. Sharma?
Yes.
Mr. Midlick?
Yes.
Mr. Markovitz?
Yes?
Mr. Gillen?
Yes.
Mr. Frazier? Mrs. Frazier, I apologize.
Yes. All right. Any other?
I'm probably gonna miss the next meeting. I'll be in the Carolinas, I'm sure.
Back to your beach.
Yeah,
That's where I
We
thought
can,
you
we
were
can do a
last week.
virtual one if you prefer.
yeah, I missed it for the first time in 30 years last year because of the wedding, my son.
I might miss the next meeting.
You might too?
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
think I will, but we're going to Vermont and we're waiting to find out when our niece is gonna show up, so we might leave
Okay.
Thursday
Well, if you're going
morning,
to,
or we're planning on leaving Friday
Yeah.
morning, but
if you decide you're going to, make sure you let us know because then we have to make sure the three of
Yeah,
us are
I
here.
will.
Nobody gets sick or has anything come
Yeah.
up.
yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Was that the 15th? Was the next?
15th, correct?
Yeah. Okay. Motion to adjourn?
I'll second.
Yeah.
Mrs. Frazier?
Yes.
Mr. Sharma?
Yes.
Mr. Gillen?
Yes.
Mr. Markovitz?
Yes.
Mr. Midley?
Yes.